Antoine, how are you, sir?
I'm fine. How are you?
That's cool. Thank you so much for inviting me to the F1 in Australia. It was fantastic, you know. And it really is cool. Like Max to me has become like such the leader in F1, and I just love like this philosophy of like, you know what, victory no matter what, right? And I think I really feel we're at a moment where the zeitgeist is changing for everyone being like all in touch with their emotions and everything like that and oversharing to being about like, you know, I don't talk, I just do, right? And I still remember last year when, you know, like in the penultimate race when it was pouring rain and everyone wanted to box and there was only one guy that put his foot down and it was Max Verstappen, man. And that made all the difference for the championship last year.
No, the guy is amazing. I mean, you're because you're not just bringing this, you're bringing an exceptional intelligence in everything he does, in the way he's managing his life, his career. Thinking forward is extremely smart, but he puts all his assets to the service of his own ambition and his drive. And I mean, that's why he's such a great ambassador for us, this notion of design to win. I mean, Ayrton Senna was the same. You really see a form of community of spirits between those two guys with this obsession that putting all their assets and all their own qualities that are extraordinary to the service of their willingness to go further. And he's a very interesting person to discover. I agree with you.
Awesome. So on the subject of things that are like unbreakable, right? We've got, I don't know, this is the first time I'm seeing these, but it looks like a tourbillon chronograph with forged carbon fiber for everything though, for the bezel, the pushers, the crown, and even the dial.
There's more than that.
Don't tell me it's the hairspring also. No way, really?
Yes.
No, oh my God, holy crap. Dude, that's nuts.
So we do have...
This is, you can clearly see this was not staged because I'm genuinely surprised. So, as you guys probably know, TAG Heuer has been a pioneer in using carbon fiber for the hairspring. And so far, that's only been used in very, very small quantities of watches, primarily the plasma, right?
We used it in a handful of watches.
Right.
First generation, it was introduced 7 years ago. We identified an issue while we were launching. We had to withdraw. So we took it back. We went back home. We worked hard. And we've been working 7 years to sort out the issue we were facing. And now we're really coming with this development that is fully finished, fully homologated, validated. And we are now coming with an hairspring, which is not silicon, which is not in the traditional alloys. We have the basis to develop fully amagnetic calibers eventually.
That's incredible.
Starting from the hairspring. We own this. We are the only brand on the market, only maison, only manufacturer on the market developing this technology. And it's really, again, the platform for future developments that will allow us to propose extraordinary calibers in the coming times.
That's amazing, man. So talk to me about the properties of carbon fiber for a hairspring.
But what is interesting is carbon fiber delivers basically similar properties as silicon. So amagnetic, extreme precision, extreme resistance to temperature, pressure. What is extraordinary with carbon on top of it is the perfect isochronism of the spring. Right. And also the lightness. It's lighter than silicon, so less influenced by gravity.
Incredible.
So, but let's say we are in the same league,
right?
But we've got those two advantages of carbon that we can really work on to eventually push the performance of our calibers.
So would it be maybe a pathway to higher frequencies, for example, or?
Platform for high frequencies, but more importantly, platform for extremely stable performance over time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
With very limited influence of any external factor.
That's so cool.
And that's really what you're looking at when you're talking about those brands that are related to performance. You want reliability to be at most performance, and that's really the platform that we are somewhat. We want to use to develop, particularly all our avant-garde horlogerie. Watchmaking.
That's so cool.
But it's also the conclusion of, can you imagine 10 years of effort and we're making it there. So, and I love this notion of when everybody talks about resilience, the teams at TAG,
you really
excuse my French, but they've been seriously resilient in being able to surpass those challenges.
That's awesome.
For me, being able to go out beyond the the projection in the future that is exceptional. Because again, it's building our independence, and it's putting us again, the very few actors that do manage and control hairspring with the silicon. But it's also a tribute to those people. The fact that it's coming out now is an opportunity for us to say, guys, you did an extraordinary job. And you are in what we see in Max, in sports, you can see it in the watchmaker mindset.
Yes.
Putting all their energy, their talents, their intelligence in their obsession to deliver the product.
You know, it's funny.
And I love this philosophy. I mean, it's the TAG Heuer philosophy.
Now I think about it, I actually do agree with you. I think that Carol Forestier Kasapi is like the Max Verstappen of watchmaking, because she's like, look, I will succeed no matter what.
Yes.
Who, you know?
And you know, there are. I'm just thinking of, and I'm not going to name all of them, but the team of Jean Lacombe, who is the team of the TAG Heuer lab. The team of Emmanuel, who is the head of the development and the production processes and industrialization. They're all working hand in hand because they share this ambition. And you do have those talented people, really, that we show, and who have this genius in a way. But there is this whole team that is convinced that there is something extraordinary up front, and they're reaching it. And so cool. Now it's coming. So we've got those 250 pieces limited editions. We are ramping up very, very progressively. We will not deploy it in all our collections immediately. It's a process that we want to really fully control and master. You know that, for instance, there are more patents in relation to the production process of silicon hairsprings than for the silicon hairspring itself.
Wow.
Because it's as complicated to develop the concept itself. Is probably less complicated than the production process.
Yes, and not to mention also then you have the thermal compensation and all this as well. So am I correct that these are created as already in the spiral already?
They are. It's really the production on the spiral. I mean, we are producing the structure, and we are talking microns. I mean, we are talking even below the micron level of precision, because we're really producing the carbon structure. So it's not carbon fiber, it's really producing the structure of... So it's wafers, it's really wafers of carbon that we are producing ourselves.
You know what was really interesting also is that carbon fiber has one property, which is energy return, right? Which is like, if you look at like Kipchoge, for example, he was able to break the 2-hour marathon because he was wearing shoes with carbon fiber plates with energy return. Absolutely. And I can only imagine there must be some function of energy return in here as well.
There is, yes, but that's by essence, the hairspring is already using this notion of energy return, which is why we're using it.
Right. But
there is possibly, again, this is where the platform is interesting. We've identified, you're raising additional benefits.
Right.
We've identified those benefits. Now, it's always the same thing with innovation. You reach a point, you're delivering your target, and it's a new plateau that is a great basis for future developments.
Phenomenal.
So this is exactly the things we're looking at.
Phenomenal.
But I love this journey we're entering into. And again, it's a conclusion of a chapter and the beginning of a new one.
And it looks cool.
Of course.
What is the price of these watches?
So this one is just below 20,000 Swiss franc. And this one is 45,000.
Because it's got a tourbillon.
It's got a tourbillon.
Dude, that's nuts. Like that actually is really good value because you got this super innovative technology. Then I'm looking at it, and it's got the same gratte finish that you have on your Rattrapant as well, which is it's really beautiful handmade finishing on this too.
And you can see that we are now all our finishing, which is really our signature, which is the damier, the checkered flag.
Yeah.
That you'll see on the back of our Avant-Garde horlogerie from now on all our Avant-Garde products,
cool.
As the symbol of our identity in a way.
It's so important to me because it's we reached a point in the last couple of years where I didn't see a lot of innovation happening, and to really recapture that spirit and to be making first series produce carbon fiber hairspring in this way, and for it to be the base for the future. I mean, chapeau.
Thank you. I'm glad you're mentioning it. I think it takes more time, more effort, but it's really opening up new possibilities.
Cool. That's really cool. There's guys that sell you a carbon fiber, like watch like this already more expensive, and it doesn't have a groundbreaking technology like this carbon fiber hairspring. So this is actually, even from a value proposition, like pretty damn impressive, you know?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you should buy this one
Appreciate
because
that.
you'll be the first to have this technology.
Yes, absolutely.
We'll talk. All right. Peace, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much.